Great Scott. Great Scott. Great Scott.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Great Scott. I'm Scotty V. Thanks for watching. So the newest thing we're hearing about very recently now is that there will be a second Justice League trailer released during San Diego ComiCon, and that it will feature Superman in some capacity. I guess there are some write-ups out there about exactly what it's going to show, and I think we've read this kind of thing before over the last few months. We've read about black suits, we've read about long hair, we've read about mullets, we've read about how he's going to come back, we've read about him being evil. I don't know exactly what the reports say because I'm kind of tired of reading rumor after rumor that never ends up being true. I do think it is possible that we will get a Justice League trailer that features Superman at some point, and I think that the one point of the reports that are out now that might actually be true is that the one at Comic-Con will feature Superman and that we will see him. I don't know in what capacity, and what I would say, in my opinion, I think maybe we should avoid showing him. It sounds like a lot of other fans agree with me. Of course, we all know he's coming back, so maybe it's anticlimactic anyway, and maybe you might as well just go ahead and show him. And I know a lot of people were complaining that he's not in any of the promotional materials, he's not on any of the posters, you don't see him on the Be the Hero things that are out there, the put your face in a mask things, the, have a profile picture that has the symbol of the hero that you want to be, join the league stuff. Superman has kind of been mysteriously left out. I think part of that is building up the suspense of him coming back, and I think the best way for him to come back would be in a spectacular debut when the Justice League needs him most. They kind of ruined Doomsday. They rushed it so quickly. I mean, it was cool the way they did it in their own way, but it was such a big event in Superman's life and in the life of the DC universe, where every hero was being slapped aside summarily as if they didn't even exist, and the only person who could stop Doomsday was Superman. In this case, in the movies, we don't even know how dangerous he was because Wonder Woman seemed to be having a grand old time. Batman wasn't even getting hit by the thing. And Superman did sacrifice himself, yes, but do we know that Doomsday was going to destroy the world? He didn't even do that much damage before they stopped him, and it was only to some empty areas. And now that we know the world is overpopulated with super people, it seems like one of those people might have been able to stop this beast. And if you don't know Doomsday from the comics, you don't know that he's an unstoppable force, and you don't know that it took only Superman to be able to stop him. So now I'm hoping that they use some of that idea that some of the League are getting slapped aside, some of the other heroes are trying their best, but they just can't hold back whatever force it is, and that Superman's return is extremely meaningful, and that he saves the day as he's supposed to. So, showing him in some of these trailers, unless they show a glimpse of the coffin or a guy in a black suit, if they're going to go this rejuvenation way, which would be cool because we're not getting the death and return of Superman. We're not really seeing the true mythical story of Doomsday and killing Superman and then him returning and the four imposters. We're not going to get any of that, which a lot of fans would have liked to see a trilogy or something where it was Death, Reign of the Superman, and Return of Superman. So we're not getting that. So it'd be nice to see some of that in Justice League, the idea that he needs to rebuild back up his strength, or he's a mysterious figure in a fortress, or in this case, maybe the scout ship. Everyone will know who he is, just like we kind of did in the comics, but he doesn't have his powers, and then he eventually knows he has to put on some gear and get out there and try and help, and then gets his powers back and saves the day. That's what I think Superman fans want to see. And maybe showing too much of that or too much of him in the Justice League trailer is kind of ruining the surprise, much a surprise as it will be. Thanks everybody for watching, and remember, always look up in the sky.